Welcome to the American Dream. I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and today we're going to take you to Seattle, one of the most beautiful cities on the planet. We're going to show you the real estate, the lifestyle, and the culture from top professionals all across the market. Let's get this show started right now.
The search is over, baby. I'm right here, and I got it.
The American Dream, the only show that combats negative media, not owned by a network, commercial-free, unscripted.
I got it.
These are stories for you and by you.
Hi, I'm Ruth Walker.
And I'm Brianna Terry.
And on this episode of American Dream Selling North Idaho, we are going to explore a couple of winter favorites in our area. The Polar Plunge is famous across the nation. Here at Coeur d'Alene Lake, hundreds of brave folks participate by jumping into the freezing cold water in hopes of washing off the previous year and plunging into the new year with a fresh start.
We are here at Schweitzer Mountain Resort in Sandpoint, Idaho, one of the nation's top winter destinations. It's definitely our favorite place to ski and snowboard. Schweitzer opened in 1963 and has remained independently owned and operated on 100% private land. The mountain is complete with lodging, shopping, dining, winter and summer recreation. The recreation area consists of about 2,900 acres of terrain that overlooks the town of Sandpoint. In the winter, it features 92 trails plus 2 open bowls. This is such a great resort for visitors of all ages with beginner, intermediate, advanced, and expert runs. They also offer 2 lanes of tubing and twilight skiing.
And if that's not your speed, Schweitzer has plenty of places to warm up and wind down. Hello ladies, thank you so much for being here with us today. This place is so magical and I love coming here and always feel so welcomed by your delightful staff.
Well, we love having you here.
So Natalie, tell us a little bit about Beauty at the Lake and what inspired you ladies to open here in downtown Coeur d'Alene.
Well, I think that we have a great story. So Michelle was my esthetician for many, many years at her previous company, and we became very good friends. She'd come to my house and she'd do spray tans on me in my basement. we just got to be very good personal friends. We love being in downtown Coeur d'Alene. It's really the gem of North Idaho here. We love being a part of this vibrant small community, and it's just, it couldn't be more fun. I absolutely love coming here. It's just got a great vibe and feeling, and we love our customers.
I would agree with that for sure. So Natalie, you are also quite the force in the mortgage and lending industry. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, thank you for asking. I'm blushing a little bit. I've been in the mortgage industry for last year was 30 years. I just turned 50, so I've been in the business a very long time.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Well, it helps to own a med spa. But I am the Senior Vice President for the Northwest Division for a national mortgage financial firm that's a top 20 national mortgage banking company, and just really brought a lot of business experience to the spa that, I've had a lot of success in the business world, and so I was able to bring those talents to the spa with Michelle and Becca as my partners to really, I think, set us apart and be different here.
One thing I want to say that I love about this business and your spa is that you are an all-women owned and operated and very successful at it.
I can honestly say, we're here sitting here because of Michelle and Becca and what they do every day. Yes. So I'm behind the scenes. I told them my biggest skill I bring to the table is I talk a lot and I tell everybody about the spa. So, but they really are the force behind our success.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of American Dreams Selling North Idaho. We hope to see you next time.
I don't know about you, Ruth, but I'm ready for a beer at Poochie's.
Absolutely.
The city of Kirkland has some of the most sought-after neighborhoods in all of Washington, and a lot of people move here from all over the world just to live in this neighborhood and the lifestyle that it has to offer, and the beautiful views. Today, I'm so excited to share with you one of my personal favorite hotspots right here on the shores of Carillon Point, Lake Washington, that will take you away to a place around the world, just like Como, Italy. So come on, let's go to Como. Today, I'm really excited to share with you one of our favorite wines here in Washington with Dossier Wines. And we're going to do a private wine tasting right here at one of my favorite restaurants, Como Restaurant. Today we're here to do some wine tasting at our wine tasting private event, and I'm happy to share with you one of the founders, Tim Lenahan. And Tim, you founded this company with Sydney Bryce of the Seattle Seahawks. So tell us a little bit more about why you founded Dossier Wines together with Sydney.
During COVID, I think everybody started up doing different hobbies and things, and he and I were sharing some bottles of Cabernet Sauvignon, and we thought, hey, like let's explore this a little bit more. And at the end of the day, I wanted to do it, so I'm from Walla Walla, and he obviously has a huge passion for wine now that he's out of the game, and thought like let's get together and let's try this.
And tell us a little bit more about what you brought us today. Just introduce us to these wines. Tell us a little bit about why you selected these ones to share with us today.
Sure, yeah, so the winery's in Walla Walla. We're working on tasting rooms here in town, in and around kind of the Seattle area. Some of these wines that we brought out, these are just a handful of our wines, and then every year there's more and more that gets released during the year. But the first one is a Sauvignon Blanc, which we released, which I think a lot of people obviously around here love a good Sauvignon Blanc, especially out in the water.
Yes.
And a Syrah, which is extremely popular for Washington State.
Absolutely, well, I'm all about trying, especially with great wine. So cheers to that.
Cheers.
Salute. Wow, that's really bright, delicious, wonderful.
It's not too bad.
No, it's not too bad at all. I love it. So Tim, what's next for you and Sydney with your wines?
We've got buildings in different places that we're working on remodeling, a warehouse in Walla Walla. We've got 4 more wines coming out at the end of this year as well, Cabernets, Bordeaux blends.
Wow,
So
okay.
Lots of things that we're working on right now.
Wonderful. And we know that you're here at Como Restaurant, but where else can we find you if we're out, dining in the Seattle area?
Yeah, the Lake House over in Bellevue,
Wonderful.
Ascend over in Bellevue, and then we got a handful of other ones coming up on the list right now, but we've only been open for about 4 months, so this is quite new. It's quite new.
What an honor. I hope you all can join us there. I plan on coming to one of your events soon. And thank you again, Tim and Sydney, for, of course, showcasing the wines. And we're off to our wine tasting event. Come join us.
Sounds perfect.
So Tim, tell us a little bit about wine tasting here and explain to us, what are we looking for when we do wine tasting?
Well, there's not a perfect way to do wine tasting,
Okay.
but the best thing to do is just swirl around a couple times in your glass, start to open up the wine a little bit, get a little air in there, and that will create a lot more of the bouquet that we're looking for, right? So smell it, see with what you pick up, swirl a couple more times, see with what else you might pick up. Citrus notes, minerals, peaches, and then taste it. And kind of swish it around your mouth. That's where you start to find the texture of the wine,
Okay.
and like how the wine is really balanced from front to back at the end of the day.
It's delightful. Love that. And this is 93 points.
93 points from
Wow.
Wine Enthusiasts, yeah.
Now we see why. It's really delicious. I love it. Salud. Salud. I hope today was an inspiration for you to find out what Washington wines and fine dining is all about right here on the shores of Lake Washington and the Carillon Point community. If you are looking to purchase any home and enjoy this lifestyle, contact me at CelesteZarlingRealtor.com or find me on Instagram. Talk to you soon and see you on the next show of the American Dream TV.
host on the American Dream, Selling Seattle, and I welcome you to the beautiful Suncadia Resort. This is a destination that I visit often and is very close to my heart. Aside from the obvious beauty and nature that surrounds us, what makes this destination so special is the close proximity to the city of Seattle, yet you feel like you are an entire world away. Just 90 minutes from the city of Seattle, we're here in Cle Elum, Washington. This location has 4 seasons of activities that you can enjoy year-round, from snow sports in the winter to golf, tennis, and several hiking trails throughout the spring and summertime. The resort is comprised of 3 golf courses, this beautiful lodge where we are today. There's a luxurious spa where you can enjoy outdoor Glade Springs, a really fun winery, Swiftwater Cellars, that has live music and fabulous dining, and so much more. This is truly a destination suitable for all. Whether you're here on a family vacation, a romantic getaway, or even a guys or girls trip. Not only is this a wonderful location to visit for a vacation, but it is also a great destination to invest in real estate. There are over 900 residences here, from condos to single-family properties, townhomes, and even vacant lots where you can build your own. On that note, we're now going to go meet with a fellow realtor and good friend of mine and check out a listing he has for sale. Let's go take a look.
Hi, Brittany. Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Doing well, great seeing you.
It's so nice to see you out here. Thank you for having us to this beautiful property.
No, thank you. Really appreciate you taking the time to come check it out. Welcome to 190 Farmhouse Way. We're located in the Nelson Creek neighborhood here in Suncadia.
What can you share? What makes this property so special and unique?
Yeah, well, here at this home, it's brand new construction. It's near 3,200 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 5 bath, and upstairs it also has a bonus room and a loft. Right as you enter the home, you look out back and you sort of get that mountain feel.
I know, it's so pretty. I mean, it's just the nature and privacy out here. It's just something I love so much about Suncadia.
Right. Yeah, here on the main level, I really love this open concept. You know, it's kitchen, the dining with the dry bar, and then this awesome great room that has the stone floor-to-ceiling fireplace, built-in cabinetry, and then just some great exposed beamwork here.
Yeah,
so.
It's gorgeous.
And then looking out back, you have a raging fire pit, built-in gas heaters. You have a nice mix of covered and uncovered outdoor living space. And that's all untouched land here, so nothing will be built there. You'll see the wildlife sort of wander on through. So
is this a property that you could buy as an investment and have in the renter's pool?
Yeah, you sure could. Suncadia does allow the vacation rentals, and this would make for a great rental property. A fun aspect is that all bedrooms do have its own bathroom, and you'd have great entertaining spaces here for all families and parties.
Nice, yeah. I feel like you could almost have 2 families here at the same time, just given the bedroom count and kind of the overall layout. All right, now that we've seen what Suncadia and the resort has to offer, let's step outside the community and head to Roslyn. We can go get happy hour at one of the oldest saloons in the state.
Sounds like a plan, let's do it.
Here we are in Roslyn, this quaint town just outside of Suncadia. We're going to finish up the day with happy hour at the oldest bar in Washington State, the Brick Saloon. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll catch you next time.
Welcome to downtown Tacoma. We are here at the iconic Union Station, the first Northwest Rail station. Now a federal courthouse, there's a museum, and a new culture in coffee that people are raving about. I'm Brad Harper, this is Peter Lopez. We are your hosts for American Dream TV. Let's go. Home to thriving businesses, waterfront, museum district, UW Tacoma campus, we're known as the City of Destiny. We're next to the iconic Union Station, built in 1911 by Reed and Stem. This was the most state-of-the-art architectural building in the entire Northwest. While this was being built, they collaborated with 2 other architects to another big masterpiece called Grand Central Station. It's a special gathering place for locals, students, people of all ages and walks of life, invoking a sense of family in the living room of the community it serves.
Tacoma is a city that's rich in culture, and a man that's brewing his own style, serving superb coffee, hospitality, coaching small businesses and entrepreneurs, creating community through masterful leadership, and let me tell you, unmatched positive energy. A man we're honored to call a friend, co-founder of Anthem Coffee, is Brian Reynolds. Brian is a fellow food and beverage connoisseur who loves creating and sharing delectable bites and, of course, coffee. Brian and his team have created a really unique and delicious white chocolate, lavender-infused mocha. You gotta try it, Brad.
I can't wait to try it.
It's amazing. Let's go meet Brian. Brian, how you doing?
What's up, man?
Good to
so
see
good
you.
To see you. Oh, so good to see you.
Brad, thanks for coming out.
So excited to finally try this. This is amazing. You were right.
I told you.
This is great. Brian, the architecture, the urban feel, this is beautiful. Tell me what started all this.
Man, I gotta tell you, we are so fortunate to be at this location here in downtown Tacoma. And this is really where Anthem began. Now, if I go beyond the cafe, the reason we got into the coffee business was, years ago, my parents answered the call to adopt. They heard the story of a little 5-year-old girl by the age of 5 who'd been through like 12 different foster homes.
Wow.
So in their effort to try to make a difference in this little girl's life, my dad was working a crazy amount of hours every week. My wife threw the idea out, what if we start a coffee shop? And lo and behold, here we are. We were able to get my dad to retire sooner and be more involved and invested in her life. And then my parents went on to foster 8 kids and adopt 4 of them. So I have all these siblings, sisters, and a brother I've always wanted. So
that is an incredible story.
Brian, it sounds like things are really going great for you.
It wasn't always that way, though.
No?
I'll tell you what, after growing to 8 stores, COVID hit. And that was a new frontier for all of us. A lot of businesses closed, as you know. And in fact, we closed every single one of our locations for a period of time. We ended up losing the momentum that we had built up over these years and had to kind of rebuild and find our place in the communities again. They figured out other places to go and other patterns for their daily habit. So when we reopened with an idea to involve other local businesses. Of course, they didn't have farmers markets or pop-up shops to go to. Of course. So we said, as we reopen our spaces, let's also have them come in, set up their pop-up shops, sell their candles and their flower arrangements and different things like that. They were able to reach out to their audience and their network of people, and we were all able to create a win-win all around.
Sounds like you created community and brought people together and a way through.
Yeah, it was a bright spot on a really dark season, but I'm so glad to be on the other side of it.
Brian, thanks for having us out.
Brad, it's been a pleasure.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you for making the time.
This is awesome. Thank you for the coffees. This is great.
Thank you.
This is amazing.
Cheers.
The inspiring story we heard today was a shining example of the many stories that make up the true American dream.
And this all started with finding a forever home for a 5-year-old foster child. Then their whole family going all in on something. That's a huge risk. It doesn't get any better than that.
I'm Peter Lopez.
I'm Brad Harper, and we'll see you next time on The American Dream.
Hello, I'm Jennica Lynn, your host of Selling Seattle, where I focus on showcasing women-owned businesses in our local community. This morning, we're gonna start off at a Pilates studio, Moov, and then grab a cup of coffee at Evoke right around the corner in my neighborhood, South Lake Union. Let's go Moov.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Thank you for having us.
Welcome back.
We've been missing you here.
No, I do need to come back in. I'll be here Friday.
Hey, I'm Erin. Welcome to Moov Seattle, AKA my crib.
Hi, Erin. Thanks thanks for having us in here today. Tell us about Moov. What can somebody expect by taking a class?
So Moov is a reformer Pilates studio. I'm really excited to get people in here and see us because we are about to hit 2 years in business. We are a low impact workout, but when you are on these machines in our classes with the music, it is high energy in here. So we're looking for people that want to take care of your body, that are maybe trying to fix some kinks going on in there, but you're definitely going to get a high intensity feel. I wanted a space that was inclusive, where when you walked in, you felt like you were welcome no matter what your body looks like, no matter where you were at on that journey, even if you didn't know where you were at on that journey. So it is truly a space that is welcoming for anyone walking through that door.
As a small and women-owned business, what makes your studio stand out?
I'd say for me personally, it's that from day one, when I opened this space almost 2 years ago, I was here every single day. And I knew every single client's name that was walking through those doors. I know my staff, I've connected with them. And I think my biggest goal here at Moov was to create a space that people couldn't create for themselves, whether that be through our book club, our beach bash party, our Galentine's Day event. I'm creating the things that people wish they could be a part of. Only I'm making it possible here, and that's my goal, is to create a space for people.
Okay, lastly, where do we find you on the gram?
So you're gonna find me on Moov Seattle on Instagram. Perfect. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for following me around today, where we visited some of my favorite women-owned businesses. I can't wait to see you next time on American Dream TV, Selling Seattle, where I show you another women-owned business in the local community. Cheers.
Hi, I'm Amy Zier. Today we're here at the Finery in Seattle. It's a design firm that you are gonna wanna know about. I'm gonna take you inside and tell you all about the process of design and how you can customize your home. Let's take a look. Hi, we are here at the Finery with my friend Brett Ashley, and she's gonna tell us all about what the Finery is and give us a little walk and tour of the Finery today.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming and welcome to the Finery. So Becky Dusick, our owner, established the Finery in early 2017, about a mile down the road at our first little location. It was a home store and design studio. Shortly after establishing it, she brought on an assistant and then ultimately a second designer to help with color consulting services. And about 3 years later, she moved the home store to this new beautiful location with the goal of expanding her team to provide a full spectrum of design services to our clientele.
Perfect, that's awesome. So what brought you to the Finery?
So I am part of that expansion goal. I am one of 3 full-time designers here at the Finery, and we really focus on meeting the design needs and goals of our clients, and we have a full spectrum team that we can really support and realize their design goals.
So what I really want to hear about is how the architect and design build process happens. Would you show me what that is like when someone comes into the Finery?
I would love to.
So Brett, Ashley, tell me all about what it's like to come in and say that you need something. What kind of design work do you guys do? Tell me about that process.
Sure. So we work with clients in the greater Seattle area. We really make an effort to make our services approachable and accessible to projects of all sizes and budgets. So we have like a full spectrum of clientele that comes in. We have new construction builds. We have remodel projects such as yours. We have projects where clients come in and want a kitchen or a bathroom refresh, or even furniture plans and specifications for one room up to all the rooms in their home. So we really have that full spectrum of services.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, I can't wait to take a little peek around at some of the products that you have, some of the design that you have. I know that all these drawers are full of tile and cool things and samples that we can take a look at. So can you show me some of those things?
Yes, this is the fun part. So as an example, this drawer is one of many that contains our tile samples. So we have procured a collection of all of our finishes that may be needed for remodel refresh projects, as well as furnishings, where we have easy access to these materials and save the client time and money by having the resources readily available.
I can totally see the benefit of having all the samples here rather than having to go around to a whole bunch of different stores and collect all of the samples.
Yes.
And being overwhelmed by a huge tile store that has so many options.
Right. That's one thing we see a lot with clients where they've gone shopping on their own and they're just overwhelmed. Yeah. Whereas working with the designer, we are going to pare down those options to what we feel is going to best suit their project, their lifestyle, their personality, so that we're basically doing that legwork for them to provide them the information to proceed with confidence.
Thanks for joining me today on The American Dream. We got to talk with designer Brett Ashley and hear all about the design process and how to make your home even more beautiful. That's a wrap. Thanks for joining me today.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show as much as I enjoyed hosting it. This is a real show, not a reality show, about real estate, lifestyle, and culture. Hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget, you can follow the story on social media as well at The American Dream TV. Until next time, cheers to your American Dream.
American Dream TV is a chance for America to hear from small business owners and big dreamers, local leaders and trendsetters, tastemakers and upshakers, the men and women, young and old, in every ethnicity and different perspective of this country we share. We are the American Dream TV, and together we are changing the world of television.
Do you know my name?